got to become quite a all this technology we're learning
Right.
about in this time.
Okay. I think we are live. Here we go. All right. Hello. It is
Hello.
Berger here with a very, very special guest. I am here today with Mia Whitfield. And Mia, I'm so excited to be talking to you today. I've been promising people something special this afternoon. And so I want to introduce who you are today, Mia, and Mia is going to do something really special for us. So hang in here with us.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah. I've been doing these interviews this week for a few different reasons. One of the most important ones is, on my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, and the coaching that I do, I'm constantly sharing transformational tools with people. Yeah. And I think sometimes we hear those tools and we think, oh, that's for somebody else. Or yeah, that sounds really good, but does it work? And I've been bringing on different clients and people I've had the honor of getting to know and work with who've applied these principles into their lives and experienced real world results. And I think that can be really inspiring, especially when we're in a time like we are on the planet today, to really hear from some of us, how are we coping? How are we doing? What are we struggling with? We keep hearing we're all in this together. Absolutely. So yeah, Mia, thank you for taking this time. And for those people who aren't familiar with me, I'll have you share a little bit of your background, but you and I met last fall at a women's weekend only event. Wow, it's called.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll post a link to Wow. It's a really great conference that happens every year in the fall. And you and I and your mom was there with you. Yeah. We ended up, I can't remember if it was for breakfast or lunch together, and we got chatting, and I just thought, oh, I love these ladies. They're just amazing.
We just moved here.
So where are you from? Tell us where you're from originally.
From South Africa, and we've been here 8 months now.
Yeah. And survived the first winter. So you're in Calgary.
Absolutely. We're in Calgary. We've been told the weather was quite something to deal with coming from Africa, but it's actually been beautiful. And, my little girls have adjusted beautifully. My family's thriving, and it's the best decision we've ever made for our unit. Yeah.
And really a dream building story, even getting to Canada, right?
Yeah. 4 years in the making. Yeah, it took 4 years to get here.
So who's we? Tell us about your family.
So my husband, Oliver, and my 2 little girls, Skylar and Presley, and me. So it's the 4 of us here.
And how old are your girls?
6 and 8. Yes, mother just turned 8 last week, so
okay.
They're 18 months apart, and they play beautifully and they fight beautifully.
I love that. Well said. And as a family, how are you coping right now, Mia, with everybody at home? I'm assuming Oliver's at home now too.
Yeah, he's at home. He's doing a lot of training online, and I think we always fear the unknown, but I have really grown in this time. I think using this time to just be with the family and do the things that you can, and realize that what's important is right in front of you, and use the time to grow. That's what I'm doing. I believe this has happened to change course, for people to change course in some way. And yeah, just, turn it, we're going to make lemonade. So turn it into magic. Yeah.
And that's a choice, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And not always an easy choice, but a choice.
No. And also, like you said, try not to watch too much of the news, try not to be on social media too much, because that can get in your head, I think. So just try and stay at a good frequency where we are able to keep positive in this time and focus on what's really important. That's just being safe, staying indoors, and doing what we can to be better, do better, have better. So yeah.
So you and I first met, Mia, and as we're talking, you shared with me that have been a professional singer in the music industry for over 20 years now, I believe,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And as we were talking, you shared with me that, and I don't remember if it was you or your mom said that you had actually performed with Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
And that got my attention. And as we talk about dream building and transforming our results, Nelson Mandela is somebody who was imprisoned for life, who went on to become the president of the same country that imprisoned him.
Yeah.
And the thinking tools that he had to use to really overcome some circumstances in order to have that experience are incredibly inspiring, incredibly motivating.
Yeah.
And so tell us a little bit about your background, and the special surprise for everybody today is Mia is actually going to be singing for us in a little bit here. So
yes.
You don't want to miss this, but tell us a little bit about your background and share a little bit of your story with us.
Okay. Well, I've been a professional singer for over 20 years, and also been teaching as well, teaching singing. I do artist mentorship programs where I try and give back in the best way that I know how, which is singing. I've had wonderful opportunities along the way, like performing with Nelson Mandela. I performed at his 82nd birthdays. And then I went on to perform a song that we'd written called Let's Lend a Hand to the Children, which we performed in Barcelona for Nelson Mandela. And I got to share a stage with some really awesome artists and supermodels for that. And I think if there's one thing that I've taken away from my time with all the beautiful people I've had the privilege of performing for, it's that I'll always take time out to hear people, to say hi, to be present in the moment. Nelson Mandela was very much like that. He would always greet everybody, even from the stagehand. He always took time out to not just speak to the important people, but also the people who make the important people stand out, should we say. What else can I tell you about my story? I have 5 albums, 9 singles to radio in my time. And I had to get through the singing. I had to sort of, through my singing, find my purpose in teaching. And I love giving back and helping those who have a gift to sing, give them the tools to be present, to how to market themselves in the music industry and how to take the leap of faith into the music industry. That's what I do. In a
nutshell, all wrapped up. So not only teaching people how to sing and really own that voice, but also the mentorship of artists, right? And how to make that career and how to launch those dreams.
Yes.
Yeah. So you and I came to Canada, and you have a successful teaching school in South Africa that's still up and running.
Yes.
And
you're doing lots of online lessons at the moment.
Lots of online lessons.
Yeah.
And you and I have been working together for a little bit, and you have such an important dream. Just share maybe some of the tools that have really been helpful to you over the last few months as you're, looking at what's next and your next level of dreams.
Stacey, I think, you have been such an important role for me, because I think we all have a tendency to fall back into old habits sometimes, and we always tend to think, surely it can't be this good all the time. So the tools that you've given me to just stay present, to just stay focused, to keep my the frequency of that we've already achieved it, and you've also given me the ability to see that my dreams are bigger than even what I was willing to admit. Hoping to one day have a head office here in Canada, so that we can bridge the gap for international performances for our students back home in South Africa. And I have them counting on me too. So I need to stay ahead of the game, and I need to believe that it is possible. And so much has already come to fruition, which I'm so grateful for. So yeah, I just need to keep on keep on keeping on. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't stop, right?
No, it's continuous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you share with the person who's watching right now and maybe feels like their dreams have been put on hold because of what's going on, or maybe haven't even given themselves permission to dream? What's one thing that you would say to somebody right now that could help them and inspire them to really give themselves permission to go for those dreams?
Oh, I would say to just breathe. Breathing's great for singing and for life, like you say too. To just breathe and recognize that this is bigger than us. And but like you had said in one of your talks, you know, it's the facts are facts, but the truth is bigger, and we need to consider that. And also to just, one of my biggest sayings and mottos in life is the only way out is through, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So we need to focus on that light at the end of the tunnel, and whilst we're in that tunnel, to feel the emotions and to process them the best way we can. As a singer, I always say I don't sing because I'm happy because I sing. So if any of you need a little bit of help in that direction, you know, sing, play the music. It helps. It really, really helps. It gets our happy endorphins going, and it keeps us just in a good, healthy, happy headspace, which is important for life. So yeah.
I love that. I love that. And before everybody was going online and doing virtual lessons, you were already teaching virtually. So Mia, you're going to sing for us in a moment, but if anybody is interested, maybe that's always been a dream, is to take some vocal lessons to pursue that dream, I would highly, highly recommend Mia and her company. So I know a couple people that are working with you and, you know, facing their fears. It's a big fear sometimes to sing. And they just have incredible, incredible things to say about that experience. So tell us, and because you're going to perform here in a moment, tell us, where do people find you?
Okay, you can go through my website, which is singitinc.com. Or you can email me, which is mia@singitinc.com. And we can schedule time. I've got some time available if any of you want some online lessons.
And you're going to perform the song. So I met Mia in the fall, and I got online, and I'm looking her up, and who is this amazing woman? And I found one of the songs that you wrote called Dare to Dream. And as I listened to that song, it was just so in alignment to everything that I stand for and I teach. And I know you shared that you actually wrote that song when you were in a time where you were really living from that vision, and things were going really good. So I hope that as you listen to this song, you not only enjoy Mia's beautiful voice, but also listen to the lyrics and just remember the power of having that dream, the power of having that vision. And so we're hoping our technology is going to work for this, but I'm going to turn my camera off, Mia, so we can really enjoy you and enjoy this experience. All right.
Well, thanks, Daisy.
Okay.
Okay. Can I start?
Yes.
Okay, dream big. Here it goes. Open your heart, let your dreams come alive. Look at your reflection inside, 'cause now is your time. Reach for the stars and love who you are. Be all that you can be, 'cause this is your destiny. This is about believing with dreams. Dream is more than just a dream. A dream is your power. You take one step at a time to discover your destiny. Become everything you've ever imagined. Dare to dream big. Be the change you want to see. Dare to dream big. Dreams will take you there. Wherever life may lead you, wherever you may go, breathe every moment in like the scent of a beautiful rose. Give all that you can and love with all your heart. May you learn the power to dream, never ever part. This is about hope and dreams, and believing within. Dream is more than just a dream. A dream is your power. You take one step at a time to discover your destiny. Become everything you've ever imagined. Dare to dream big. Be the change you want to see. Dare to dream big. Dreams will take you there. Take one step at a time and discover your destiny. Become everything you've ever imagined. Dare to dream big. Be the change you want to see. Dare to dream big. Dreams will take you there. Dare to dream big. Dare to dream big.
Yay! Oh, so beautiful, Mia. Thank you for sharing your gift. And just that message is so important. And as you said, as we're going through that tunnel, it's to know that light's at the end of the tunnel, and that light is our dreams, it is our visions, it is our goals. And now more than ever, it's so important to have those dreams, have those goals, have those visions, and hang on to them, because it really becomes that guiding principle and that guiding light.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Love it, Mia. Thank you so much. So if somebody wants to find that song, where would they go to find the song?
You can download it on iTunes. So it's Mia Whitfield, and it's called Dare to Dream, or Dream Big as well. And it's quite amazing, Stacey, just to share with you a little story about Dream Big and how many doors it's opened for me in my lifetime. When I wrote the song, my husband found this clock in one of the stores in South Africa that says Dream Big on the clock, which is hanging in our living room. And when we needed to sell our house to move to Canada finally, we literally listed our home, and the first couple that came in saw the clock that said Dream Big. And I said, I've just written a book called Dream Big. We're buying this house. So it's opened some doors. But also you made me realize that all the dreams I've set for myself have actually achieved without even really thinking about it. But looking back, I realized that it is the power of just believing, and dreaming. Yeah.
Yeah. And to know that there will always be new dreams. It's never done, right? Absolutely. As long as we're breathing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Breath is power.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Mia, such a gift to me and to all of us watching. I thank you so much, and just feel a great big virtual hug
Yes, to you too.
from me. Yeah, and look up Mia if it's for the vocal lessons, if it's to download the song, put that one on repeat to help navigate any fear, doubt, worry. Powerful, powerful. Yeah. All right. Okay. Thanks, Mia. We'll talk soon.
You have an awesome week.
Okay.
Bye.